Hi everyone, thanks for coming back to have a look at my channel. This is Kay. Thought I would do a peek at this particular book that I created from the instructions in a book that I purchased from an artist in New Zealand, Liz Constable. This is her book. It is the very first project in this book. There are many projects in here that are all wonderful. I just decided I liked this particular one first to have a go at, and it came out really quite good. There's a lot of different techniques in here how to create the fabric, or the patterning on the fabric and that sort of thing. I have put a few tweaks in mine. On the front cover is Liz's book that she created for her book. Seems funny, I'm saying book every 5 seconds. And I mean, mine is a lot different. As I said, I put in a few tweaks of my own, like a closure, but I mean, it's something that you can do in either way. The techniques that are in here are very easy to follow along in with her instructions. So you'll learn how to do a gesso transfer, which is what I decided to do, a feather in mine. I don't know why, I just thought that might be a kind of a nice one to do. Now I did add a bit of stamping around on the fabric just to add a little bit more interest. And in my particular take on the book, I'll move that away, I put pages in mine. Liz's is more of a cloth book, which is wonderful, but I like to have pages. So I broke down another book that I had been given. I think it's Caddy paper. There's an H in there somewhere. I'm not sure, but I tea stained it because it's beautiful. I don't know, it's like some sort of rag paper or very watercolory type feel to it. Beautiful texture on it, and it took to the tea very well. I just did a normal pamphlet stitch to attach it to the fold in this book, going along with Liz's instructions. I mean, hers doesn't instruct you to put paper in, but I did. So, sometimes it's nice to do something a bit different, or something that suits you. So that's just a couple of punched out tags folded in half to secure the ends of the stitching thread that I always have too much of. So that's in there on that one. And on the back of that particular opening, I've stitched in a little stamped image of a bunny. And in all of my work going forward, or for many years, I've either had 26 in there or 62. You'll be able to see it in a lot of my work if you look at my videos closely enough. It'll pop up somewhere, nearly in every book. So that's the back of that particular one. This here is a stamped, I stamped it. In Liz's book, she does some stenciling through on a bit of a broader area, and then just picks one word out for it for her sort of hero page, I guess. So this is a stamped image, and I'm sorry to the stamp company, I cannot remember who you are, but it's a great stamp and I really like it. And I stamped it in black gesso, so there's a bit of gesso going on in here, and it's been stitched in here. So that was that opening. Then the next one in my book is again more pages of that same paper. It was, I can't remember who gave it to me. I think it was Deb. So Deb, if you're watching, thank you. This is what I've done with the book. It's that beautiful paper again. That has also been tea stained and done the same as the first signature in there. So that's that one. And there's another little bunny on the back here stitched in, because I sort of thought they were kind of cute, the stamped images. And it's just been stamped on recycled shopping bag that I have ripped down, and I use it in a lot of projects because there's a lot of fabric in those that you can stamp on or stitch into other things. So that's quite good. And then I attached some little strips of fabric here to the back of the book. I'm not the best sewer in the world, so I guess it sort of depends. And then that just wraps around the book there to cover cover the stitches and keep it all in together. Sewed on a few buttons, and that's my closure. But it was a really good fun project to make, and the book really encourages you to, you know, try different things as well as follow along with Liz's very clear and easy to follow instructions. But as I said, I sort of took it a bit of an extra step here with some closures and just different things, but I've mostly followed the instructions. If you like the book, you should pop on over to Liz's site and have a look, because it is so worth it. There's many great things in here, and Book Art Studios in New Zealand, you'll be able to find a copy of the book there. Now these are really cool things too. It says spot everyday items that can be repurposed into books, covers and or pages, which I've done from some packaging that I received, some crackers and things in a Christmas hamper that just gone by Christmas, that I saved because I thought, wow, these are going to make awesome book covers. They've got windows on the front and all sorts of cool things happening. So I have turned some of those into books, which will be, I'll do a flip through of those as well and pop them on, but all encouraged by this particular book, Recreate, for recycle, reuse and repurpose. So it's definitely worth having a look at, but that was my take on the very first project in this book. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Bye.